Sup, loser? Taylor Swift is engaged. Turns out love's real. Let's go.
We're sorry. Old Taylor can't come to the phone right now.
It came in the middle of the day on an August afternoon. It came on a work day. There were those who thought they could predict it, those who tried to read the signs. When the news came out, a cacophony reached the heavens. It rang out like a bell across the globe, drowning out every other thought. The sound of a billion Swifties simultaneously losing their mind. All we knew was, since yesterday, everything had changed, because today, Taylor Swift is engaged.
Okay, I'm gonna try to keep that to a bit of a, I'm sorry, but yay. Emotional support billionaire is happy, so maybe life isn't all that bad.
I'm married to that. I did not go through 3 back-to-back avoidant relationships not to look for patterns to discover what people are thinking. Oh, I'm an expert at this.
We knew it was gonna be something. Turns out she is freaking engaged. I don't want to throw at this thing as like very delicately balancing. Delicate. I'm so excited, gang. This is the closest that America's ever going to get to a royal wedding. You realize that, right? Pop royalty. I'm going to tell you all of the sweet, fun, cute little details that make this extra tasty. Oh, I'm so excited. I don't even know where to begin. My brain has been melting since the announcement. Okay, let's talk about it, shall we? If you're new here, hello. There's a lot going on. If you've been living under a rock, that's fine. I will do my best to try to explain. Basically, Taylor Swift, this blonde woman, is now engaged to, I don't know, a football player? Apparently he's a big deal. No, Travis Kelce is a linebacker for the Chiefs. We like him for her. He seems to be the first T-Swift love interest that actually gets that he's dating Taylor Swift and who isn't weird and predatory or a whiny little baby about it. He's the first one to understand what it takes to have that high caliber of a celebrity. And he seems to be unapologetically proud and obsessed with her. They've been dating for 2 years. A couple of weeks ago, Taylor came onto his podcast to announce her 12th studio album, Life of a Showgirl. Is that a diamond on there? Oh my gosh. I literally accidentally put diamonds on there. I'm the Easter egg. Anyway, Life of a Showgirl, which is coming on October 3rd. And since then, we've been trying to break it down. And then, yesterday, as of recording, he finally popped the question. He got down on one knee, and he made America's sweetheart, America's sweet Cupid? Sweet. I can't think of another word. It is a love story. She did say yes. Look, the puns are going to be insufferable for this entire video, if not for the next 3 weeks, all right? When you got a little lover girl who sings about love and then she gets married, that's all we want to do is make little jokes and smile and laugh and have a good time. So let's do that. He made America's sweetheart, America's sweet his. Man, that wasn't as good of a pun, but roll with me here, okay? So let's talk about it. If you're new here and you want to understand what the rest of this is, I do have another video. You don't necessarily have to go and see it to understand. So, if you're not happy about this, too bad, because literally everyone is excited. Everyone's making posts about it. We're celebrating. People got told, like the president on 9/11, that Taylor Swift is engaged, all right? A second tower just hit my heart. I can't do my 9/11 jokes today. I lived through that. A second tower just hit my heart, friends. Everybody's celebrating. They got engaged in Travis's home in Missouri. He apparently had some flowers set up, and his dad, as well as Scott Swift, had to tell him, look, anything's going to be super exciting. He could pull over on the side of the road and it would still be special. Which is just such a delight to hear, knowing that what we know now about Travis, which is that he is not a planner. Going back and revisiting the podcast now is so fun because it feels like it's 3 people doing like a 2-hour improv scene. And Taylor is planting Easter eggs for the lyrics. And Jason and Travis both know that Travis is going to pop the question. They got engaged in Travis's home in Missouri. It happened about a fortnight ago, which is sweet. That means the past 2 weeks they've had their own engagement to like private to them and their friends. So sometime after the recording of the New Heights episode, but before it dropping, they got engaged. Which means she was just watching us the entire time, knowing what was coming. How fun. The announcement itself was posted on Instagram, and it said your English teacher and your gym teacher are getting married. And it also had a dynamite emoji, and it was set to the song So High School from Tortured Poets Department. So High School is great. It literally says, you know how to ball, I know Aristotle. Very similar to the English teacher, gym teacher thing. Also in the bridge, it asks, like, are you gonna marry, kiss, or kill me? Which, even before Travis went on New Heights and talked about giving the friendship bracelet to Taylor on the Eras tour, he apparently was originally asked, like, kiss, marry, kill to Taylor Swift, someone else. And that's what, like, kicked off this entire thing.
Kill, marry, kiss.
I'm listening.
Taylor Swift, Ariana Grande, Katy Perry.
I don't want to kill any of them. To kill,
marry, kiss.
Ariana is kill.
Okay.
Unfortunately, love you, but you're gone.
Okay.
And then Taylor Swift would be the kiss, and then Katy Perry. What's the last one?
Katy Perry.
Katy Perry would
Marry.
be the Katy
Marry,
Perry.
Katy
Would be
Perry. He's like, yeah.
It's super cute. Also, the dynamite emoji, super duper precious because of TNT. Come on, how can you not like that? TNT! Ah, Travis and Taylor. It's so cute. Written in the stars. Oh, also, I think that me and the internet might need to have a discussion about the word Easter egg. It is not always like a predictor. Sometimes, especially when you're in production, sometimes an Easter egg is just like something fun hidden in plain sight. It's not supposed to be like a prophecy. Like the literal eggs at Easter. Does that make sense? The egg isn't going to tell you like, oh, let me tell you, it's going to come out on January 14th because 14 minus 1 is 13. No, it's just something fun, okay?
I think people might be confusing it for the term breadcrumbing, which usually does indicate that it's leading somewhere else. She's made a couple of Easter egg references to him before, like the song The Alchemy is a lot of football puns. There's a couple of lyric videos where TK and TS are a slightly different color. Additionally, one I haven't figured out yet is in the lyric video for So High School. There's something there with the dots on the lights and 2 of them being out, but I haven't figured it out yet. So if somebody figures it out, go for it.
Scratch that. I just figured it out. It's another T for Taylor and Travis. It's the sideways braille thing. I've been on my braille business for the vertical video with the Morse code, and I just figured it out. It's another T for Taylor and Travis. Written in the stars. Oh, are you kidding me? Oh, we're getting treats on treats on treats. Capital T treats. I did already go back through the New Heights podcast, and there are not very many Easter eggs that are there, which makes sense. She literally said that she wasn't going to be Easter egging her personal life. So there are a couple of things, though. He mentions that his knees would be shredded. That's kind of a reach. She says, oh, I'm married to this type of music.
I'm married to that, you know?
But that's pretty much it as far as like Easter eggs in the podcast go. Because here's the thing. It's not Taylor who's Easter egging us. It's Travis who's trying to Easter egg Taylor. And I mean, bless, he's not as good at it. So there is the trophy, the Heisman trophy that's right next to her face. And don't they get Super Bowl rings like right next to her? I guess that could be not only a reference to the fact that she's doing the Super Bowl, but also the fact that she's about to get a ring.
That feels like a very sports boy attempt at an Easter egg, and you know what? We'll allow it.
What a lovable oaf. And the princess. Oh, God. I'm just so amped, you guys. If you're not amped, why are you here? Get out of here. Go watch a Finance Bro podcast or whatever. I'm excited. Also, to the finance bros who are rolling their eyes at this, Taylor Swift has literally started to pay my bills. Because of my last video, I finally was able to monetize my channel and make over $100 to transfer, which if you are an OG Amanda Ryan Clark subscriber, you know that my first video that kind of got me to monetize my channel was a video about Cody Co, wherein I promised to donate the proceeds to women who are victims of sexual assault. But YouTube doesn't let you initiate that transfer until you've made $100. And because of this video, because of Taylor, I get to do that now. I'll plan on making that transfer in mid-September or so. So if you go and view it before then, your view will count towards the donation for Rain. Yay for Taylor making a difference in my life and others just by existing. Also, this video made me get my first 2 Patreon subscribers. Thank you! Don't forget to like and subscribe. Feel free to check that out if you want even more crazy theories. I'm putting all of the stuff that gets on the cutting room floor here, over there. Okay, back to Easter Bunny. The ring itself is this squoval shape And it is, here's editing Amanda to tell you more. It is
an elongated cushion cut diamond with a yellow gold band, likely 17 to 13 carats, and the bezel setting. The jewelry experts estimate the value of the range from 400,000 over 1 million.
But it gets better. This shape we've actually seen before, right here. We've been looking at this for months. This was her announcement that she got her master's back, was sealed with this monogram. And this is the shape of the ring, my friends. It was there all along! The day of the engagement announcement, the Google confetti turned into white diamonds for Taylor. And since then, the confetti has changed shape to the shape of her actual ring. The variant release right before the announcement was called Champagne Red Lipstick and Lace, and it was kind of this like blush white color. First of all, champagne, we're celebrating. Obvi, lace, like a wedding dress. Red lipstick, oh my gosh. Another Easter egg that I haven't seen anybody point out yet, but the entire aesthetic of Life of a Showgirl is like a fractured diamond. Like looking into a diamond with all of the different parts reflecting. She knew, especially if you look on the record, like the center part of it. She knew she was going to be getting engaged at some point. So I think that's why she started planting these Easter eggs. But she didn't know specifically, and that's so fun. It's fun for him. It's fun for us. It's fun for everybody. This is so entertaining. That's her job. That's why she's paid so much to do it. And this theory also lends itself to a lot of the like diamond Easter eggs, which are partially like a showgirl, like incidental, but also... And in my heart of hearts, I want to believe that Taylor knew she was getting engaged, and so she put a lot of diamond Easter eggs just for us.
People have been hating on this aesthetic, but it makes so much more sense when you realize it's supposed to be a diamond.
With the variants, I will say that there's a potential that they are related to the different eras, maybe. But honestly, I'm going to hold off on this one because that one is related to my big theory. That's for another video, though. I think I'm going to have to do a follow-up video. DBH, this was not the video I was planning to make. I was planning on doing something slightly different and then following up with my whole video about like lyric predictions too. So I guess I have to make that, but there's just too many fun things going on. I had to break it down for you. So without further ado, I'll keep breaking it down.
Break it down. Break it down. Break it down. Break it down. Break it down. Break it down.
Stupid. There's also some people who thought that she was signaling at the very last shot. She was signaling in Morse code on Travis's shoulder, either her initials or something else. That's not the case. However, I will say she does use Morse code before. People may have seen my vertical about this, but I did recently teach myself Morse code for this exact purpose. If you didn't see my vertical video about it, breaking down, she literally did start using Morse code to signal TTPD in the back of the Fortnite music video. There's a couple of others. There's also Tay and Braille in that one. So there were people who were thinking that she was using Morse code to signal her initials, but that's not the correct one. So I think she's just rubbing her shoulder. Look, I'm a crazy Swiftie, but I'm reasonable, all right?
This is the face of someone who is wrong. To prove it, here's Amanda from the future to explain. All week, people have been asking me to follow up on the Morse code Taylor Swift thumb movements on Travis Kelce's shoulder at the very end of the podcast. And I watched it. I couldn't figure it out. I was like, I don't think so. I was going through the tree. I was like, no, I think this one is just a little bit too out there. You know, I'm a crazy Swiftie. I love an insane theory as much as the next gal. But this one, I was like, you gotta call a spade, you know? So I fully shot and edited a video saying, I just don't see it.
I think she's just rubbing her shoulder.
But then, as I was about to press publish, I was like, wait a minute, it is right next to her face. It is something she knew would be photographed. Maybe I should just check to be sure. Why don't we go in with my editing software and go frame by frame to be sure that it's not actually Morse code in both directions if we can. And lo and behold, it really was actually Morse code. You have to look at it as if she's taking her thumb and she's pressing it to be on, all right? It was Morse code. Do you hear me? I'm only crazy because she is crazy. Do you understand what I mean? It is dash, dot, dash, dot, dot, dot. Do you know what that stands for in Morse code? That is T-A-S. That's Taylor Allison Swift. Do you see what we have to put up with?
We were right. It is in Morse code. It is in Braille. It does all connect. We're not all crazy. The symbol is her ring. It all looks like a diamond. Maybe she is pregnant. We don't know. And baby, what does that mean? And next is TS13. We're cooked, gang. We're cooked.
Also, if you came to this video from my vertical, I apologize. I'm not going to get to that aforementioned Easter egg because that is a part of my original big theory. This video is coming though, I promise. I did intend to have my follow-up video mention the cliffhanger Easter egg that I had, but you know the saying. If you want to make God laugh, tell him your plans because he's gonna go with Taylor Swift's. I didn't realize that she was gonna get engaged, all right? That kind of threw a wrench in my content calendar, but I will be getting to that Easter egg. It is a scorcher. I didn't know that Taylor was gonna get engaged. I thought that there might be something. When people ask me, do you think they're gonna get married? I would go, because I did, but I didn't realize it's gonna be this soon. Look, I'm not a perfect T-Swift oracle. What can I say? You're lucky I'm even here right now. I've got a lot of screeching and jumping around to do. I'm cutting down my gleeful time for you. You're welcome. Anyway, that's it for now. I have so many more thoughts, enough for perhaps another video centered around something else entirely, about what all of this is leading up to, if I do say so myself. But you'll have to like and subscribe to find that. Sorry. Please consider checking out my Patreon. You can join for as low as $1 a month. Bye. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye. But I'll have to see you next time. T-Swift Easter egg expert, over and out. Link.